The air hung heavy in Sam's cramped apartment. Cigarette smoke swirled, a grim halo above his head. He was a man of simple needs, simple dreams, a wife, kids, a home. But life had a way of laughing at dreams. His job at the docks was back-breaking, soul-crushing, every day a losing battle against poverty's grip. He'd come home, bones aching, to the worried eyes of his Mary, their love, the only light in their dingy world. One night, desperation clawed at him. He slammed his fist on the table, rattling the chipped plates. Mary looked up, fear in her eyes, but he couldn't meet her gaze. He was drowning, and he didn't know how to save them. Later that night, a whisper found him in the darkness. A voice, smooth as silk, promised him everything he ever wanted. All he had to do was ask. The crossroads was shrouded in mist, a chill seeping into Sam's bones. He hadn't believed it, not really. Not until the figure solidified from the shadows. It wasn't fire and brimstone, but a chillingly handsome man in a finely tailored suit. His eyes held an unsettling depth, like staring into a bottomless abyss. "You seem troubled, Samuel," the figure purred. The voice, he recognized it, the same one that had whispered promises in his ear. His heart pounded against his ribs. "Who are you?" he choked out, his voice a dry rasp. "A friend," the figure smiled, and it didn't reach his eyes. "A friend who can give you what you crave, wealth beyond your wildest dreams. All I ask for is a trifle, your family's happiness." The world transformed overnight. Sam quit his job, the docks a distant nightmare. He bought a sprawling mansion, its marble floors cold and echoing. Mary had been hesitant, her eyes filled with worry, but the sight of their new home stole her breath away. He showered her with jewels, furs, anything to erase the years of hardship etched on her beautiful face. He told himself it was for her, for their future. Yet, a seed of unease had been planted deep within him. Their new life was a whirlwind of lavish parties and hollow laughter. He rubbed shoulders with the city's elite, their smiles as fake as the diamonds adorning their fingers. But behind the gilded cage, Sam felt a growing emptiness. The silence in the mansion was deafening. He had everything he thought he ever wanted, yet he felt nothing but a chilling emptiness. The laughter of children never echoed in the vast halls. Mary, once his anchor, had become a stranger. She moved through their palatial prison like a ghost, her eyes reflecting a deep, unspoken pain. He tried to reach for her, to recapture the love they once shared, but there was an invisible barrier between them. At night he lay awake, listening to the echoes of his guilt. The devil's words snaked through his mind, a constant reminder of his betrayal. He had traded their happiness for his ambition, and the price was unbearable. Panic gnawed at him, a relentless beast. He tried to drown his guilt in champagne and meaningless affairs, but the emptiness only grew. The faces of his friends blurred into a sea of masks, their laughter grating on his nerves. One night he stumbled home, reeking of alcohol and regret. He found Mary in their bedroom, her back to him, her shoulders shook with silent sobs. "Mary," he choked out, reaching for her. She flinched away, her voice a broken whisper. "Leave me," she pleaded, her words piercing his heart like shards of ice. He realized with a sickening lurch that he had driven her away, that his touch brought her nothing but pain.